Hi guys, Luis here, estate agent in Central Portugal, today in Monforte da Beira, which is a village close by Castelo Branco. From here to the city we are about 20 minutes, not more than that, to show you an amazing property. We do have a 2-bedroom house which can easily be turned into a 3 or 4-bedroom house with 100 square meters in a plot with 2,600 square meters of land, all fenced up. We do have a car entry, a walkway entry as well, connected to electricity and water from 2 wells. In regards to trees, we have loads of fruit trees, olive trees, besides others. So a lot to see. Come with me, let's check it out. And this is the front of our property. We do have the car gate over there for you to get in. Big cars can go in quite easily. They left like a big space for you to maneuver whatever vehicles you may have. We do have a few neighbors just in front of us. And this is the track, which is a dirt track for, I would say, 150 to 100 meters. Not more than that. But I will put some images where I was coming into the property so you can understand that easily any car can come here. And the property starts at this pillar and continues on. It's a property more in length, well distributed. You do have a lot of privacy in the more homey area. One cannot even see the house from here. And here we have like a corridor going in the side of the property till the house just there. Our electricity meter just there. And yeah, sunny day, nice views all around. We are more or less in a hill, then it starts to go down a little bit. And yeah, nice fencing. We do find some vines, very common here in Portugal. But let's go in. And starting from the left, we have this fence, creating our border to the neighbor, our driveway going in, and to the front. Again, we immediately start to see some fruit trees. We will find figs, almonds, apples, pears, oranges, abundant fruit trees. And of course some pines, some decorative trees also. And right here, which is I would say the highest point of the property, we have this plunge pool, which was or is an irrigation tank, but basically by gravity filling this up using a pump, you can distribute water throughout the property at will. Depends on, of course, what you want to irrigate or not. And here inside, from that smaller gate that we've seen, and here at the corner, all of this is the property. And we have the corridor which leads on to, I would say, a third of the property, where the house is. A nice orange tree just here. Yeah, but I will walk you to the driveway. I believe it's easier for you to understand. Also explaining you that we have irrigation spread out along the property. This is one of the pipes that does bring water up onto the tank, plunge pool, and then it has lines to almost all trees with drip irrigation. Here we have some olives. This one, I believe, which is blooming now, it's almonds that we have 3 or 4 around the property. Sometimes I do mistake almonds with apple trees. They do have similar flowers, the white ones. But yeah, if that's not one of them, these are for sure. Yeah, well maintained the property is. Again, the access, we don't have soggy areas. And we just came out of, I would say one of the worst winters in memory. And yeah, you can see the behavior of it. It just stopped rain 3 days ago. and you can see how the property is. Let me just shoot you up. Yeah, we walk this driveway, and we have that corridor, that passage. If you don't want to use a car getting in, you use this access just here. I believe you can understand that this will create a cover. These vines, when they're growing, the shoots go up, and then you have like a shadowed corridor. All of these are fruit trees, besides some rosemary. And here we find the second water deposit, which is this. I assume that at some point they had the pump there for you to run the water onto again wherever you want to. We will find the house just there. It makes like an L shape into it. But here on the side we have a canal. There you go. If you have your puppies, they already have a good, comfortable house. It's a 2-bedroom one. Sorry about the joke, probably a poor one, but there you go. And there you will have always shaded areas out of the amount of trees that you have on the property. Of course, this takes years, but yeah, it's done quite nice. On the side of our tank, we do have a table here for you to chill out on this shaded area, which is this, but we will find other places like this on the other side of the house. So here is the side of the house, and the back of the house, by the way, is the limit of the property where we see our fence going in, and from the drone footage you will understand the shape of it. Here you have a filtering system which brings water from the wells. You can choose which one. You can of course upgrade that, it's really up to you. And our electric box, which receives electricity and then goes into the house. Again, everything updated, everything legalized. Here in these boxes we find some technical, I can show you, technical curves of the irrigation. You can choose from to and where from. And yeah, in this like a courtyard on this L-shaped property, I would say it's one of the private areas of the property, when of course you can chill out. And remember, we came from there. We have the property on the back limit of the house, and it stretches to the left till we meet the fence, and it goes to the very end. Here at this L-shaped, we have this porch all around the L. So even during the winter you can come outside, okay? We will find some taps like this for water. But yeah, this is quite something. You do have a sense of privacy over here. Nice light feature. We do have gutters here on this part of the roof, so you don't get wet coming in and out of the house. But starting here, just a tool shed or a tool room on the side of the house. It's always nice for you to have a place where to put, of course, your tools. And we have two entries onto the house. We will enter on the kitchen, then I'll show you the other exit at the far end of the house. So let's go in. Immediately you can see the sheer size of the kitchen. Quite a good space. We find an amazing wood burner just there, which is enough for you to climatize all of this area. We have a washing machine, a dishwashing machine, and the freezer just there, fridge, sorry. The sink there with a nice window onto this patio. And from here, I believe you understand. We have the dining area, the social area, yet another big living room and 2 bedrooms, but we will see it all. We have the cat passage over there, so if you have cats, they can go in and out. All of these doors and windows are updated. I believe you understand. These are double glazed, okay, so good proper insulation, and they are in PVC. So amazing space for you to work with. a lot of space for storage, a lot of countertop. On this side we have the working station where we find the hob, the oven and the exhaust system just there. So quite a big space, more space there for storage. And here in the middle we have this dining area where you see the table and chairs, could easily be fitted there. I just put it onto the side just out of the purpose of the tour. And when we reach this part we have this rustic ceiling, quite amazing. But understand that the house doesn't have any wooden structure. This is just the ceiling for decorative purposes, nothing more. Everything else of course is modern built, cement, bricks and beams. We do have a wall there with those bricks which bring light between the two rooms. We have a machine here which is to warm up the space. And here we do find a small step going down onto the small living area. Let me take you away from that reflection. And here we will find a big bedroom, which were two before, and the bathroom. And going that way, a big massive living room with yet another bedroom. But let us start by this bedroom here. This was two, I believe you can see this line. They were two, but they knocked it down and created this big bedroom with amazing natural light from 3 windows. And it's a big space. We have like a niche here for the wardrobe. And here we see 3 beds, 2 king side ones and just a baby one over there. But yeah, 2 big ones with this rustic look from the ceiling in wood, quite beautiful, well stained, but good insulation from the roof and from those windows. Let me show you this part here. Yet another king side bed or a double bed. And from this corner we entered just there on our left. We have a AC unit just there, which accommodates the temperature here, both winter and summer, which will stay, of course. And regarding electricity, we find sockets all around the rooms. So yeah, very private, even the windows. For example, this one goes onto this porch area, I would say, the L-shaped patio outside. And here to the side, you have trees and looking onto your property. So not bad at all. Now let us see the bathroom. It's a full bathroom, so we have bidet, toilet, sink, mirror and an estate agent. Hello guys. We do have a window to breathe the room, which leads on to the bigger living room that we will see. And we have a bathtub just here. With the shower there. Heating system just there. So yeah, very nice. And again, this small living room that we were in, and now we make 2 steps going down onto this massive living room, which is all of this with this abundant natural light leading onto your property. And this on the right is the limit of the property in a straight line, so the right side is the neighbor, we are on the left. We will find the second bedroom there. And this is massive. For gatherings, for friends, for family, a playroom, yeah, whatever you may need. That's the window for the bathroom. And here, the second bedroom. Good shaped one, not so big as the other one, but yet good bedroom. With a big window, with 4 smaller ones. The 2 middle ones, they open for you to build the room, and you have shutters for you to close it. It's a house with no issues, no problems, nothing at all, ready to move in. All tiled, all painted. And from here we can go outside, but sometimes when I make this, I think you have the idea that you don't know where you are, so we're gonna turn back again and we have a different view when returning. I believe it makes sense. So these are good distribution of 100 square meter house. We have the main rooms all together, so you can indeed live all together. And most of these probably can stay with the deal. I'm talking about the appliances and most of the furniture, but it's a matter of stocking, so we can see what we can do. Very well, let's go out again. Well, not again, for the first time. And on to the patio. We have this paved cemented area all around the house. This prevents those rising damps that sometimes do happen, but yeah, from here all of the water flushes away. So no problem there. Yeah, this is the house from the side. Our patio at the entry. And we have this fenced area. I think that the previous owners did have some cats or dogs on the other side, so they wouldn't come onto this side, probably dogs. They fenced this part, but you can remove this fence here. And you have a trampoline over there. You have another fruit tree over there, which is loquat, that one. And olives. And by the way, this is the fence. Our neighbor on the left, which is Joaquim, always a Joaquim close by in Portugal, I'm sure you noticed that by now, he has a veggie garden. Basically, he will come and attend the veggies and the garden and the trees and so on. So, mature, grown-up trees, fruit trees and olives. And that's the last exit of the house, which I showed you, where we find the big room and the bedroom just there. To this side, I will lead you to the other side. We have an amazing deck with some garden chairs over there. I'm sure that you can enjoy at the evening or even during the day. So by now I understand that you see that we are shaded along the property out of the amount of trees that we do find. So it's quite nice, and during the summer, trust me, you will appreciate it. So the limit of our property on the left, and we have some steps here. I'm sorry about the shade. This is winter, so the sun is low. We have this nice patio, nice porch just here, and with a view onto your property. Let me lead you here to the end. It's in wood, well shaped. We also have gutters here to prevent this water coming onto the deck, and then they go onto the ground and flood onto the property. Nice deck. And so again, this is the limit, and this is that pipe that brings water, well, to every system, to the irrigation systems, to the house. Let me try to show you when I told you that all of the trees had irrigation, or most all of it, which is this pipe here, which is here. So basically you can open it by hand and they will irrigate, or you put a clock and the irrigation will be self-sufficient and it will make it at whatever time you want. For example, at 9 time, we do have a schedule on electricity contracts where you can pay less during the night, for example, so you can do these kind of irrigations during the day where the pump will be running. And again, all of this is an orchard, abundant fruit trees. And now we have like a small step. We have 2 or 3 steps here coming down into a different level till the end. But let us go to the side to check the first well. So this is another irrigation tank with our well just here, which we have a fence here. This was to prevent animals from falling down onto the well. Again, I think they were cats or dogs, something like this. And yeah, our tank and the limit of the property, door left. The pump system is here, everything is working, it will stay, of course. And another step in going to the last one, which is like a football field, quite open. This one, quite nice. So for it to play around with. And look what we have here. Yeah, it's a nice open space. Let me come here to the left of the property, which is here where we find this tree, and we have all of this open area. Quite big. So it can be a playground, you can plant some more trees, you can do your veggie garden. One thing over here, the well, it's just there. And these trees here, they are not dead or dry, but they are not evergreen, of course, and the trees did fell down. Let's see if I can. Hey, goal! Portugal! Very well. So at the end of the property, we still find a second well, which is this, with an outside building. Let me show you. Which is this. Both of them, of course, it has been raining a lot. They are completely full, almost to the rim. But even during the summer, they have an amazing behavior. And I do know this property for some years now, and they never had a problem with water. And they even only use that well over there for wherever their needs, maybe irrigation for the house, cleaning. So in regards to water, you are more than okay. And we have this room, this outbuilding at the very end, that, yeah, of course, bring your ideas. Can be a tool shed, a music studio, why not? Whatever hobby you may have, an art shop, far away from the house, completely private, new window, double glazed in PVC the same way, and also new door over there. And we have like this small part here, which you can close, like this. Yeah, it's well done, ventilated, and the roof is in concrete tiles and bricks across. So it's a nice room for whatever purposes you may need it. There from here, the property again in length. Another orange tree just here on our left. And the property doesn't end immediately at the back of the building. I believe you see that door over there. So the property, this door there goes into there's a creek here, which I will show you on the other side. And then the land goes up a little bit, and where you see these canopies, these trees, that's the line of the property. Okay, so it goes up a little bit, but from the drone footage, I'm sure you will better have a better sense of where it ends. So good 2,600 square meters. It's not overwhelming. You can indeed quite easily maintain this property. You do have the fruit trees for it to get your fruit, space for it to do your veggie garden. By the way, we have our septic system just here, which comes from the house. It's buried. Okay, I believe you see this mount here, which is a little bit higher. It's the dirt that came out of that, and it's one of those that it's an open pit, so it goes onto the ground. And here it's where we have the creek, a little bit overgrown. That's why you can't see it, but I'm going to shut up a little bit so you can hear the water. I'm not sure you could, but there you go. I do. So all of this part still belongs to the property till the highest point. All of that small hill over there, but we do have our fence here, and then it spreads up to the entry. Let me just lead you onto the house again so you can have a different perspective when going up. And this is it, guys. An amazing property. Ready to move in. Probably all the furniture even will stay with the deal. Legalized habitation with proper license. So any questions, I'll leave my contact details at the very end of the description. See you next time. Bye bye. Cheers.